What I am about to show you will make any Capricorn man chase and obsess over you overnight. In a moment, I'll reveal every Capricorn man's most secret desire that leaves him so mesmerized that he'll helplessly chase you on the spot. It'll even work on that hard-to-get Capricorn who never had any feelings for you. But before I reveal anything, you must be absolutely sure about this man, because once you know a Capricorn man's secret desire, he'll suddenly start to chase you overnight, and it can't be reversed. He will suddenly start to believe that you are his ultimate destiny, and won't hunger for, desire, or even want to look at any other woman who isn't you. If you are stuck in a tricky situation with a Capricorn, then just don't worry, because after using what I am about to show you here, in what would feel like minutes, that Capricorn man who had fallen out of love will now happily confess that you're the most devastatingly beautiful woman he's ever seen, even if he has seen you 1,000 times before. That unsure, commitment-phobic Capricorn guy will now want to marry you more than he has ever wanted anything in his life. If you're single, you'll be able to capture that one specific Capricorn man overnight, and that Capricorn you lost to another woman won't be able to eat, sleep, or function, and will crave to get you back like he craves his next breath, even if it's been years since the breakup. Okay, I know you are skeptical, but I know this works because I am living, breathing proof of its results. Here's what happened. Although this sounds very embarrassing, but honestly, I haven't always been a nice guy. In fact, I was rather shallow and used to be a habitual player. If I was to be honest, I had a habit of dating multiple women at the same time. And one of those many was a woman named Janine. I played my usual charm on her, and just like every other woman from my past, Janine was also love-struck a little too quickly. We spent a few weeks seeing each other and enjoying several intimate moments, but as time passed, all I could ever want from her was her body, and all she ever wanted from me was my soul. However, I was never ready to let any woman into my life, emotionally speaking. Thus, being my usual self, I slowly started to cut her off. For the first few months, she obsessively called, but one fateful day she vanished from my life as quickly and quietly as she entered. I was again back to my usual routine of women and just more women. It had been many months, but suddenly, one cold evening, things took a weird turn. It was a Saturday night, and I brought this gorgeous blonde to my apartment. It was going to be business as usual. I was making this new woman a drink when suddenly I saw a text from Janine. The moment I casually glanced over it, I suddenly experienced 1,000 different feelings racing through my body like a 1,000-watt current. I can't explain it, but it was giving me a warm, pleasant feeling. She had never spoken to me like this before. Just then, I felt this irresistible urge inside me. I was suddenly reeling with hunger for Janine, wanting more and more of her. Then I felt it. Something was pulling me to Janine so irresistibly that I literally got rid of the blonde and flew over to see Janine at a nearby restaurant. When she spoke to me, the hairs on the back of my neck stood in anticipation. Suddenly it felt like she understands me so deeply and unconditionally. Honestly, I couldn't hear or feel anything around me, because now I was completely lost in her. It was getting harder to remember why I didn't like her that much, because now I was completely incapable of resisting her. Hearing her wonderfully soft voice left me deeply mesmerized. Just looking at how beautifully her innocent lips moved left me wanting more and more. I loved the way her scarlet red hair fell gently over her face, and watching her innocently tilt her head from side to side was making all kinds of beautiful sensations swirl in my stomach. Then, as the evening came to an end, she softly kissed me on the cheek, and it damn near knocked me breathless. On my ride back home, I found myself trying to relive the entire encounter. Every feature of her delicate face, her voice, her every expression was now deeply locked in my memory. And over the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking about her. Now spending time with her was like magic, and being away from her was like being short of breath. It was punishment. I literally went deaf and blind to other women because now, No other woman's eyes were ever as captivating. No one else's touch was ever as exciting. No other smile was ever as beautifully hypnotic as Janine's. And I needed her badly. I needed her more than I could ever remember needing anything. And that's when it finally hit me. I had fallen for her. Hard. Very, very hard. In these weeks, watching, listening, and learning about her, my heart knew something that my mind ignored for so long. I could call it love, but it was more. A lot more. And this is where everything turned upside down. One evening, while showing me pictures on her phone, Janine lovingly held onto my arm and snuggled up next to me. I got a feel of her soft skin and the warmth of her body, and suddenly, I just couldn't resist it. I didn't have the willpower to stop myself. I inched close to her ear and said, "There is something about you that draws me into you. I can hardly hold myself back now. I don't know how to say this, but I want you in my life forever and ever." We spent the next few moments lovingly staring at each other, holding one another and just talking about everything close to our hearts. Just then I jokingly asked, "I feel like you have me under this deep romantic spell. Why am I so intoxicated with you? How do you do it?" Although I was trying to jokingly tease her, but what she told me next was the biggest surprise of my life. She told me that when I got distant, she was so depressed that her friend took her along on an unplanned trip to India. She first traveled to the city of Varanasi. It is known to be the land of spirituality. Janine was meditating at an ashram when she accidentally came across this ancient astrologer. He could sense that something was bothering Janine. Within no time, Janine's emotions burst out and she told this astrologer every little detail about what had happened. Without warning, this astrologer stopped Janine and asked, "Is he this zodiac sign?" At first, Janine was taken aback a little and extremely surprised. "How did you even guess this?" she asked. This astrologer then went on to describe some secrets and dynamics of Janine's relationship with me that even our close friends and family didn't know. Spooky. And before Janine could even digest this astrologer singled out everything in great detail about exactly what happened between us. Like how I kept giving mixed signals, how I showed a lot of interest at first but then disappeared completely, how I struggled to commit to one woman for too long. It's like this astrologer knew me inside out. And what he showed Janine next literally made her dance all over the room in excitement. He revealed my entire psychological profile based on my zodiac, and it was like now Janine had an insider's view into my brain. Within 5 minutes of knowing this, Janine had a sudden aha moment. Now she understood exactly what was pushing me away. She understood all my unspoken needs, secret desires, and knew exactly what to say and do around me that'll make me feel that she's the one. And sure enough, when Janine first called me after coming back, I just couldn't help myself. I felt possessed by this hard-to-describe magnetic force making me desperate to get back with her at any cost. Suddenly, our bond had grown so intense that she understood me in ways even I did not understand myself. But how was all this so accurate, you wonder? You see, astrology is the study of the influence that distant cosmic objects, usually stars and planets, have on our personal lives. The position of the sun, stars, moon, and the planets is known to shape a person's basic personality and psychological profile. In fact, some of the most famous people out there swear by astrology. Superstar Madonna admitted that she is an enthusiastic follower of astrology in an interview during the 90s. Diana, Princess of Wales, was also very passionate about astrology and used to consult with a famous astrologer, Penny Thornton. Actually, whether a man will obsess over you, cheat on you, or remain committed to you for life depends on his zodiac. The law of astrology is just like the law of gravity. You might not choose to believe in it, but it still applies to you. And you see, when it comes to a Capricorn man, he has a secret desire that he'll never openly speak of. A Capricorn man secretly needs you to understand this because without this, he'll always feel like something is off. He might even avoid you, act cold, and might even leave you for another woman until he can find that special woman who gets it. By the same token, any woman who gets this will trigger the deepest love obsession within his heart. and he won't have the willpower to stop himself from chasing you for life. Now, you must be wondering, okay, I get it, but how do I work this same magic on my Capricorn man? When Janine was in India, she intently studied under this teacher, took notes day and night, and finally created a complete guidebook that will give you the power to make any Capricorn man chase you on command. And she calls it Astro Triggers, how to make a Capricorn man chase you for life. This turned into such an exciting little adventure for Janine that she started sharing this with her close friends. She first shared this secret with a 49-year-old woman named Sherry, who had fallen for a womanizer who kept going in and out of her life, and only treated her like a casual fling with zero commitments. Within 48 hours of using the secret, Sherry received a late-night text from this man where he confessed, "Being apart from you is more difficult than I ever imagined. I think I'll go crazy if I don't say this now. I don't need anyone else but you." Janine shared something called the twin soul secret with another friend, whose boyfriend walked out of her life straight into the arms of another woman. Within 7 hours, this same man left a voicemail where he confessed, "You've been on my mind all the time lately. Never does a minute pass without me thinking of you. I messed up big time. Please give me another chance." Then there was a 49-year-old woman named Cindy who was on the verge of a panic attack, because the moment she thought she found her true Prince Charming and allowed him to get intimate, he completely disappeared from her life and secretly started seeing other women. Janine gave her this very secret, and by that same night, this man was at her doorstep with tears in his eyes, desperately saying, "I don't even know how I could ever let you go. I feel so ashamed that it makes me cry. Your love means more to me than anything in this world, and I need you in my life." At this point, Janine had personally helped more than 200 women from all walks of life, and transformed them into real man magnets overnight with the hidden secrets of astrology. But she wasn't satisfied with just 200, and wanted to help more, but she knew she couldn't help every woman one-on-one. She knew in her heart of hearts that this was actually her true calling. And with the power of astrology, she was able to manifest her perfect solution. She felt this strong gut-level feeling to turn this knowledge into an online course, and that is how the Astro Triggers online program was born. Here's the best news. You can have this in 5 minutes from now, completely free if you choose. Before I get to that, let me give you a little trailer of what you are about to discover. Do you know the secret way to make any Capricorn man mesmerized by you? This instantly makes a man convince himself that you are the one he's meant to share his life with, even if it's the same man who is never going to marry you. Now, every time he'll look at you, he'll know in his heart of hearts that you're the woman he wants to grow old with. Will keep bringing up the future and will ask you to be his bride. Capricorn men absolutely love attention, but I'll show you a secret that'll make him shower you with lots of attention, even if you've just met him. The very idea of being around you will make his knees tremble, and he'll go so crazy in desire that he'll pick up the phone a dozen times to call you just to hear your voice. Is it possible to turn a playboy Capricorn into a one-woman man and make him ignore other ladies? I'll reveal a secret signal that puts any Capricorn man into the commitment mood faster than anything else you've ever seen. The windows of his heart will magically open up, and now he'll want a life, a loving home, and a family with you. Are you deeply hurt because that Capricorn man you love so dearly doesn't love you back? Try the heavenly touch of love secret, and now he'll know that you two are a match made in heaven, and will love you like you're the only woman alive. Just try this on him late every night, and watch his love for you growing so quickly, so deeply, so incredibly that his heart will be set on being together forever with you. Do you feel unloved and neglected by a Capricorn man? The shift of planet secret will reignite his feelings so rapidly that he would just sit next to you in silence and will stare at you for hours in loving obsession. From the moment he wakes up till he goes to bed, he will constantly make you feel loved and desired, as if you're the most gorgeous woman in the whole wide world. Is he always holding back and you aren't sure if he will stick around? Use the divine bow secret and he will experience this permanent feeling of addictive love whirling round and round in his body every breathing moment. It is like giving a kid all the candies in the world, but he'll refuse to eat them because you'll be his favorite candy. Do you know how to cause biological obsession in a Capricorn man? The astro worship secret will turn him into the devoted lover who will desire to prove his love to you over and over again. He'll always send you flowers full of love notes. He'll say the most loving things to flatter you and will adore you, care for you, find you irresistible, and will hold you dearer than life itself. Does that Capricorn man never text or call you back? Use the ultimate zodiac fascination phrase, and now this very man will feel an attraction for you that can't be described in human terms. Everything about you will make him restless, eager, and wanting more and more, like a drug addict craves crack. This activates the biological chase instinct present in every man, which makes him feel so drawn that he will go crazy if he doesn't meet you again. Use the psychic addiction secret the moment you fear that your Capricorn boyfriend or husband might be slipping out of attraction for you, and almost magically, he'll find himself reaching for you in the middle of the night just to say, "I love you." Your touch will give him goosebumps all over. He'll miss you when you're away, and will openly confess that if he gets to live again, you'll be the only woman he'll ever wish to be with. Are you not able to get over your ex and desperately want him back? The zodiac love bind will leave your ex so smitten that he'll start doing stupid things to win you back. May it be calling you 1,000 times a day, randomly showing up at places you least expect, or secretly wishing to go over to your house and knocking the door down so you would give him one last chance again. Are you stuck with a playboy-type Capricorn who is always lusting after other women? Discover the Moon Magic command. This intensifies his feeling for you to such a crazy level that he won't wish to talk to any other woman but you. Won't want to see or hear any other woman who isn't you. Now he will hunger for you in a way that he has never hungered for any other woman before. I can honestly keep going for another 2 days, and it still won't be enough to cover every amazing thing that you'll learn in this course. Since you're still here, I know you're already feeling butterflies in your stomach, and are probably visualizing all the amazing results you'll achieve with these astro secrets starting today itself. Here's the thing. Right now, this very moment, I have a copy of the Astro Triggers with your name on it. And I haven't revealed this to you, but Janine charges upwards of $300 per session to teach these secrets to her other clients. But you are in a very privileged position right now, because you don't have to spend money on airfare, hotel, and take precious time out from your work to learn these secrets with her in person. So you're already saving thousands of dollars. And I am saying this because there are hundreds of women fighting day and night to book a single session with Janine. But she doesn't have enough slots available as she's booked well in advance. So what you're getting here is something rare and extremely special. Janine was talking to her website guy and asked him to put up the price of this system at $300. And honestly, that did sound like a steal. However, on hearing that, I literally forced Janine to think about regular, hardworking women. Women with kids and families who have bills to pay and expenses to handle. So, after a lot of persuading, arm twisting, and me literally begging her, Janine has done something that'll make you grin from ear to ear. But this is for a short time and for the first few lucky women only. Here is what I mean. Janine isn't going to charge you $300. She won't even charge you $200. In fact, you can have the entire Astro Triggers starting right now at just $97. But wait, if you promise to click the Get Access Now button below, you'll see an instant 60% discount on the next page, and you'll be able to grab this course for just $37. Actually, click it right now. A new window will appear, and keep it open so that your 60% discount is locked. That is a massive 87% discount from the original $300 price tag. But wait, now you must be wondering, hey, you said I could have it for free if I choose? Janine likes to put her money where her mouth is, and she means every word of that promise. So just do this. 1. Download the Astro Triggers right now by hitting the button below. You can download it directly to your phone, tablet, computer, or laptop within 30 seconds from now. 2. Choose a man. Any man. It could be a man you've been eyeing for a while. Could be someone you're already with. Or maybe even someone who left or rejected you in the past. 3. Sit back, relax, and casually glance over a few pages of the Astro Triggers. Trust me, this is so much fun that you'll dance around the room with excitement just going over this. 4. Then just follow the instructions for a few minutes, and then see magic unfold right before your eyes, as this very man obsessively starts to love you and many sides of you. Watch him turn so addicted that there is nothing you could do or say or become that would make him love you less. If over the next 60 days, you don't notice that every man finds himself completely and uncontrollably in love with you, or it just doesn't work for you, although I know that is impossible, I still want you to let me know by sending me a simple email, and I'll return 100% of your money back with a massive smile on my face. And even with that, you will be able to keep and use this program for as long as you need, absolutely free of cost. Consider it a gift from Janine to you. So honestly, you get to look at everything absolutely free of cost. But isn't Janine kind of putting her financial life on the line here? Well, Janine knows through experience with hundreds of women that this course won't just meet your expectations, it will actually exceed it. She knows for sure that this is easy peasy. And you'll see results the very first day that you use these secrets on that one special guy. That is why she is not scared of making the world's absolutely best guarantee of satisfaction. So here's what you need to do immediately. Click on the Get Access Now button below and quickly fill out the order form on the next page. It'll ask you for your name, email, and credit card details. Actually, you can use your credit card, debit card, or even PayPal. Don't worry about your privacy or security, as our payment processor is even more secure than using your card at a gas station or a mall. Once you've entered your details, simply click the Pay Now button and you'll be immediately redirected to the download page, where you'll get instant access to the complete Astro Triggers instantly. But there is a little catch. You need to hurry and act right now. You see, we have a digital copy of Astro Triggers set aside with your name on it as long as you're on this page. We went through a lot of hard work to prepare this course, and you have to remember that you are getting privileged access to this, because you either found us via one of our friends or a close colleague who knew that you deserve to have this course. Therefore, we have to put a strict limit on how many people we can allow to access this course at just $37. It is possible that we might raise the price back to $300 within the next few minutes, or even completely shut down access. You never know. Plus, you don't risk anything as you're protected by our 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So, follow the Get Access Now button below, and I'll see you inside with a very special message. Namaste.